Chiefs Ravens. Kansas City walks into Baltimore, and yeah, it doesn't matter. You could get Shaquille O'Neal, DJ the pregame. You could get Jimmy's famous seafood.
I want some
Cater
Jimmy
the whole
seafood.
thing. You could get T-Pain at halftime. You could
Cool.
get Ray Lewis and Ed Reed to be the legends of the game. Even though I did not see any clips of Ed Reed.
No,
Now that I'm thinking of it.
I thought it was Terrell Suggs.
Maybe he knew
Well, they
something.
saved Terrell Suggs for
Yeah.
like the third quarter.
Turn the
It
lights
was
off.
like a
flip
surprise
lights
Royal
back on.
Rumble entrant. It was shout out Cody Rhodes and Bailey for winning the Royal Rumble this week. Baltimore tried to get all their Avengers together.
Yep.
First AFC Championship game in their history at home on their turf.
Yeah.
They said, you know what? The run game got us here. And as a matter of fact, it can stay right where it's at because we're not going to bring it to this game.
Not at all.
Well, leave it in the past.
Kansas City said, you know what? We're just going to run our offense and we're going to let you beat yourselves, just like what they did with the Buffalo Bills last week. It's a new Kansas City Chiefs, bro, and they are scary.
They are not scary.
They
Not scary.
they are in the Super Bowl, Donnie. Again.
Bruh, I know. I don't know how it's possible. If the Ravens were more worried about winning the game instead of just clipping every single Chiefs player they could and fighting Travis Kelce after every play and actually, maybe run the ball like the offensive coordinator's wife tells them to do, they maybe would have won the game.
She did tell him, like, why the fuck weren't you running?
She said, "Why don't you call the good plays?" He did not listen.
Now, there was an administrative timeout. What was it, the second quarter?
It was the first quarter.
Let's not do this.
Did they change the script mid-game?
We're not doing this. Because, listen, I
What
was
was the
bought
script?
in. I was bought into the logo conspiracy, bro.
Colors, man.
You see it. Purple and red. I was bought into it
Yep.
just recently. Because before that, I'm like, whatever. It's one of them things, But then as the playoffs went on, I'm like, maybe it's right.
It's because everybody caught on.
Yeah,
They
so
said,
they had to be like,
they
nah,
said-
Dummies.
So
Here's
we
what
went-
you really want, I guess.
we
Jeez,
went too
boom.
far.
And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, fucking, I fell for it, bro. I knew better than this. Why am I here right now, dude? So, why can't we just say this? The motherfuckers just played the game and won.
I don't know.
Why can't we ever say that?
Because it was a little sketchy.
There's always something
there's a
that's
lot
like-
of-
Roger called them. They said, listen,
He said, make
Ravens
sure
don't run the ball.
and
Throw the
make-
ball.
What I think one of the problems was, so obviously we could all agree that Todd Monken's play design or game plan going into this game was terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
we
it
could
was
all
bad.
agree on that, right?
That was bad.
So you could kind of say that the Baltimore Ravens lost this game yesterday, last Tuesday, when that game plan was getting put into their practices leading up to the game. Because what the fuck was that? Donnie, pull up that stat you sent me earlier today in the group chat, because
That was
this is outrageous. It's like you, for example, we'll talk about the Lions game in a little bit, but
Like, how did you get here?
the Lions got there for, being aggressive, and that's what they did yesterday. It turned out it bit them in the ass, and it was one of the reasons why they lost the game.
Yeah, dude.
But why don't you do what got you there, man? And tell us exactly what the Ravens did to get them where they were at.
So yeah, this stat was crazy. I'm not gonna go through the whole season, but
No, do the whole season, bro.
oh, you want the whole season?
Yeah, give it
Do
to
the whole damn thing.
Running
Because
back,
it's outrageous.
running back carries per game, all the way starting from week 1 up until last night for the Ravens. 24, 21, 22, 21, 19, 24,
A lot of
18, 23, 27, 16, 21, 22, 15, 30, 19, 25, 17, 31. Those are all the times the running backs got the ball on handoffs for the Ravens this season.
Yep.
And then
Each
yesterday,
game, yep.
do you want to know how many times they gave the ball to running backs after
yeah,
they just
sure.
had an amazing entire season, smoking all the best teams, doing everything right? They said 6.
What?
6. How you gonna get the ball only 6 times? It was only a 7-point game. The game ended. They were down 7. They lost by 7. They weren't down 25 and abandoning the run.
Yeah, and they were playing the game like they were out of it the whole time. They were in the game the whole time.
They were playing on all Madden, and the Chiefs were playing on rookie.
I guess that's the way to put it.
Yeah.
Let me add too. So Mike Greenberg tweeted earlier this morning. He said the Ravens running backs had 6 carries, which Donnie just said,
Ridiculous.
against a team that allowed 182 rushing yards last week. For all the mistake, he continued. He said, for all the mistakes they made, that is probably the hardest to understand.
It doesn't make any sense.
Because they changed the script.
Did they change the script?
Hey, guys, they're on to us. We need to change it real quick.
The script changed.
Don't run the ball. Don't run the ball. You can't win.
Everything that the Ravens could have done wrong was going wrong.
They essentially, I mean, they lost the game to the Chiefs, obviously, but they essentially beat themselves.
They were beating themselves a lot.
It was like undisciplined moments, like
All over the
just
place.
choke or clotheslining Pat Mahomes like he's goddamn John Bradshaw Layfield against Rey Mysterio, 2007.
They were on their own like 10, and the guys over here headbutting Kelsey, getting 15-yard penalties, setting up field goals. Like, bro.
Literally.
Insane.
Oh, they get a big play to almost come back, and here goes Zay Flowers spinning the ball on
Man.
the quarterback's head, and then also like flexing on him. Like,
Yeah, because
you don't have 7 points all game. It's not time to flex and show. Like,
originally, like,
stand on business.
yeah. Originally, when I seen that, I was like, oh, I like that shit. Everybody needs that.
I like it.
But then I seen him throw the ball. I'm like, all right, you can't do that, bro. Like, I'm cool with the flexing over top, letting them know what you just fucking did to him.
I think the flexing's what got him.
No, I think it's him pinning him to the ground is what got him.
Oh, he pinned him. He didn't throw the
Yeah.
ball. Yeah, that's
Well,
what.
well, Snead's hold on to his ankle though.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it was all cool. He was holding
Let
his
go
ankle.
of his ankle.
And then he let go of his ankle. But then when he stood there and was like, that's when it was like, whoop.
Yeah, one or the other. Can't do both.
Came back
Yeah.
and bit him in the ass
Yeah,
because
it's like the 3-pump rule.
Zay Flowers went to go reach over the 1-yard line. Snead just slapped that bitch out.
Gotcha.
That was an awesome play though.
You want to talk about that rule?
What, the touchback
The
rule?
touchback rule.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay, ready? On 3, raise your hand if you think it is a good rule. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
I'm glad we're all in agreement.
we're all on the same page.
A lot of people online don't like that rule.
It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, tell him to grow
It
up.
happens pretty often.
It just so happens. Yeah, it
And
happened
every
in
time
Bills
they
game,
complain
too.
about it. Don't have
Well,
that
the Bills
happen.
game, I mean, other than the past 2 weeks, like, I
Barely
rarely ever
anything.
seen it.
But every time it happens, someone's complaining about it. Oh, dumbest rule in football. It makes 100%. Don't fumble the ball through the end
Bro,
zone.
What are they going to change it to?
Yeah. Give them back the ball. Give them a touchdown. No,
'Cause-
that's stupid.
Because literally any other time, like, an offensive player fumbles the ball and it goes out of bounds, offense gets the ball automatically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what's wrong with, giving the defense like
some
Somehow,
credits.
Jeez.
a reward?
yeah.
Everything else it benefits the offense. Literally almost every other penalty.
If you don't like it, don't fumble.
Don't fumble.
Don't
on the
fumble on
one.
1-yard line.
Yeah, simple as that.
You owe me soda.
What
Jinx.
kind? Yup. A red con icy blue lemonade soda?
That'd be nice.
That's not a soda, but okay.
That'd be nice.
Boom! Right there, right in front of you.
Right here, dog. But what came to mind too, like the Ravens getting away from the run game, because obviously Lamar knows the narrative that's out there about him, right? And I think Todd Monken realizes that too. I think they wanted Lamar to show that he could do it in the air. I think that's what it came down to.
And it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Their wide receivers only had 4 catches going into like the 4th quarter.
And where the hell was OBJ the whole game? Up until like the 4th quarter.
That's what I'm saying. Man's had the freshest fade on the sideline they were talking about. Chrome heart cleats on, going crazy. Dude's just 0 catches.
Can we talk about that pass
Which one?
where Lamar threw it, got deflected? He said, "Let me get this shit myself."
Captain America.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah,
That
that
shit was awesome.
like, I'm sorry, bro. I know people gonna get sick of this. That's got to be a top 10 play, like all time.
All time.
All time.
So what about like the Marcus
Come on.
Mariota one? Would that be top?
Hey,
no,
you
that's a
know,
fluke
that
because
was
it was
cool.
Marcus Mariota. It was a fluke.
But at least his was,
Yeah.
his was a touchdown. Though.
Because he threw it, it hit the back of the defender, and then he ran up and caught it.
Oh, see, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It was like
That-
So
was
would
He
that
had
be,
2 guys behind him,
Um,
and then he miraculously just catches it.
was
my
that
bad.
against Alex Smith, Chiefs?
What we talk about?
Was that against Alex Smith and the
Yeah,
Chiefs?
yeah.
I think it was.
and that was
It might
play?
have been.
Wasn't that
it
playoffs
was a
too?
wild card
Yeah, it was
game.
playoffs. Playoffs.
Hey, before Mahomes, bro. I mean, his ass to his legacy too. Like Andy Reid was getting shit on in a way.
Yeah, but he was still winning mad games with.
No, but I mean,
Alex
like
Smith.
they had like devastating playoff like losses.
Oh yeah.
That's what I meant by that.
Oh, like the Colts one.
Yeah, Andrew
Yeah.
Luck.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
I mean, you have that happen to you, then the Marcus Mariota shit, back-to-back years, I think it was.
That might be. That's
Well,
pretty-
anyway, I didn't think of that at the time, so I jumped the gun and said that was the top 10 play of all time because it was fucking awesome. And literally, like 2 weeks ago, we were talking like, I think you said, what do you expect Tyreek to do? Throw the ball up to himself and catch it? And I was like, yeah, if there was one person that could do it, it'd be him. But I got proven wrong.
There's 2 people that could do it. 3 people.
No, that play was fucking amazing. I mean, it led to
13
was that
yards.
the play that they went 3 or they had to punt, or was
Yeah,
that
they
was
punted
that the
out.
same drive they he got that fumble?
No, I'm pretty sure they
I,
punted.
I think they punted.
Because I remember saying that was like a waste of play right there because they just
Yeah.
punted right
Man,
after.
they punted a lot.